Yo, what's up? How are you? How you doing? My name's Anthony. This is Mitigating Madness. So, what should we talk about today? I got to thinking about that because now that I'm getting into the groove of recording these, by the way, I've recorded a few episodes, don't know which ones are going to come out, don't know which ones are going to come out in which order, or if some of them are just never going to see the light of day, which is probably what's going to happen with a bunch of them. But I'm starting to get a better flow and I'm starting to get a better idea of what I like on this. And with the other stuff is, I think I started realizing something. It got too introspective. It was too deep. It's not that deep. All right. This is me speaking to me as I'm watching myself edit this. All right. I turned it into a job. So yeah, I remember the number one rule. Just have fun. And that being the case, I figured let's talk some spooky shit. Let's talk about something that I like. And when it comes to that, I mean, the supernatural, and I mean all of it. Am I gonna believe it? That's another story. Excuse me. So when I say like different categories, different types of, or different, I guess I don't even know what to say. Levels. Fuck is on the other side, right? Anyways, so, but yeah, I think I said cryptids, but the idea of the afterlife, and is it influenced by our intellect, by humanity as it is, not these meat shells that we have, but whatever consciousness is, right? Yeah, like all of that. But before I start talking about all that wild shit, um, yeah, yes, Clips. I don't know if you can hear my cat, Clips. He's upset because, hey, not right now. Wait, give me some time. I'm recording, all right? Yeah, I know. Anyways, where was I? So I figured I'd talk a little bit about an experience I had. Now, this was an experience that overall happened in the span of maybe 2 weeks, a week and a half. But for the sake of this, I'm just gonna tell you part of it because I think there's like little bits and pieces all over that I can talk. I must have been 14 or 15, and I was visiting some family in Mexico. And when we got there, it was I don't want to blow up anyone's spot. It was my sister's madrina. So, in the family, I guess. Mm, I didn't know them. My sister did. But we went, got to know them. They seemed nice at the time. I don't know. Some spicy shit has gone down since then. Whatever. That's another story. They had. So if we're looking down, think of it like a rectangle, right? And I'll show you guys this in a moment. So down. There's a story in Mexico of La Llorona. And you hear those stories, and at least for me, I hear those like I hear stories of my home, the Jersey Devil. Yeah, it's folktale, it's lore, it's this great local legend, but we all kind of know it's bull, right? Maybe. So, uh, I think we were down there for the holidays, so I don't know if maybe the holiday season of if all that emotion or energy in the air kind of softened everything up, for the veil to be lifted. Because that's around the time that we went. Now, to explain this house, they had a. Hold on. Grab a napkin or something. If I remember correctly, it's 2 floors. And one has a complete open face. Like if you're looking out, there's no wall, there's nothing. They might have built something there now, I doubt it. And it was an open courtyard. So, see if you can see this. This was our roof. This was open entrance. Here was the street. Now, we arrived from the airport. We had to, we landed in La Ciudad de Mexico. I think flew down to Puebla, and then from there took a bus to where we fuck, right? We arrived to this house, right? Everything's great. Saying hi, how are you? How you doing? Nice to meet you. Oh my God, it's been forever since we've seen each other. I never seen anybody there. I'm lying through my teeth, but my sister did. So they're all like, "Oh my God, you must be the brother." This, that, and the third. Cool, right? We get to our thing. We party a little bit. At that point in my life, I actually partied a little bit. I wasn't as antisocial as I am now, I guess. Nah, not that I'm antisocial. I just know my shit. I know what I like and what I don't like. So stay away from shit that I don't. Anyways, so we arrived to this house, and the reason I'm showing you this layout is because when we got there, the second floor was being constructed. It was more or less new. They had a lot of open halls, a lot of open doorways, not finished doors, curtains like put down in place of doorways. The second floor had an open balcony, but I think it was mostly that the second floor wasn't completed, like being built out. Not so much that it was supposed to be a balcony, because there was tubing that would come out to it and wasn't connected to anything, but looked like it was supposed to be because it was in the concrete. But I'm not a construction guy, so I don't know, or a plumber, right? So, anyways, if you're not looking, if you're looking, you can see everything, which lets you know that there's no railing, there's no wall, there's nothing. And so if you're not looking, then you can see everything still, in which case you'll forget that there's not a non-existent fucking wall, and you'll walk right over the ledge. That will play into another story sometime in the future if we get there. So anyways, when we get there, you go down, you go under, so you go, it's a completely open space. There's no walling except for where the bedrooms are and the windows for the beds and all that, right? We go up the stairs, and they're like, "Hey, by the way, you guys are going to be staying upstairs. It's refurbished. Don't worry about nothing. There's no alacranes. There's nothing. All right? You just got to worry about getting up the stairs." Cool. Now, since I've been a kid, my family likes to think that I'm pretty sensitive to certain things. I go back and forth. I think they have a point, but I also think I've been jaded by life, and so that third eye has shut a bit. So hopefully, doing stuff like this will help me reopen, help me become a believer again, right? So as we're walking up the stairs, if you're looking up, and mind you, this is all just gray slate concrete. There's nothing really nice about it except its clean edges. And on your right, you see that open facing wall that you can see everything. And to the left, you have a little hallway in the center, and on each side, you have, I think, a total of 4 bedrooms, back to back. And our room was on the left-hand side, the closest door, I think, in the hall. When I tell you this hall looked like everything that you could see in the worst fucking, like, and I mean worst as in, like, the most impactful horror movie in terms of, like, it looked like like the first time someone in the 1920s saw a black and white rendition of what a dark hallway could look like, and like Nosferatu, it was terrifying. Okay, so I said left, right, and on your right you also see a little closet. I don't know if they're gonna turn into a bathroom or what, but it was just a dark room. I shit you not, I swear to you, I saw a black silhouette kind of moving like someone was crawling to kind of hide themselves even more. And I ignored it. I said, "Nah, I'm on vacation. We're not doing this here. Sixth Sense, afterlife, heaven, hell, whatever the hell's out there, we're not doing this right now." They didn't give a fuck. They showed up. So I see this thing, I'm like, nah. I turn into the room, there's nothing in there. Bunch of hoses and stuff on the floor, what you'd expect. We get to the hall. And I promise you, I've never refused to step into a space more in my life. It was like everything in my body was saying, don't go in there. We walked, must have been 3 feet to the door, and I almost ran in there. I almost ran, and there was no doors, so you could just look out into the hall and hear every. It was oh, we we leave our stuff, we go, we have a day, come back, yada yada yada, and we're ending the night, right? We're all hanging out in the open area, the open like patio area. I keep getting the sense that something is upstairs. Like it's like it was dark all around. It was the upstairs was dark, no lights were on, and it seemed like the dark was darker than that. And I had to go up and get some stuff. I don't remember what it was. It might have been a charger. It could have been a shirt. Whatever it was. I was gonna get changed. And he got to the point where I got to the hall again. And I got to the closet first, and I was like, I was ignoring it. And I get to the hall again, and I look down, and it wasn't a long hallway. It wasn't a long hallway at all. And I swear, for a moment, for a split second, in that darkness, I swear I could see like a darker silhouette of someone standing there, and I'm like, what? So, mind you, I've been sort of accustomed to seeing this sort of stuff, so I didn't necessarily panic, but I was just like, okay, what are you? But before I can even think of that question, I blinked and it was gone. So I was like, okay, there is something here. I'm right. I feel something. I see something. And I ran to that door. I ran to that bedroom door faster than anything I've ever done. And while I was in there, I think I was getting changed. And I'm fast. And I'm thinking, I'm reminding myself, like, listen, anything you hear right now, you know, adrenaline's pumping. It could be a mouse, and you're going to think that, you know, the world's ending. But I promise you, and there's more to this story. There's a lot more to this story. But I'll leave it off here. I promise you, this must have been like 7, 8 o'clock, and I'm hearing from this hallway. Which, if I walk to turn the corner, 5 feet, and I just walked through this hallway. It's a closed environment. There's no place for anyone else to get in there necessarily. At least there, in that moment. And I swear to you, I'm hearing like someone trying to hold back tears. And my dumbass hears that and thinks, I should go check that out. But yeah, so I'll leave that story there. If you got anything that relates, if you'd like to see where the rest of this goes, because I'll probably record it anyways, let me know. Comment down below. This is new. I'm gonna be growing with this and this concept where I just show up and just talk about certain things. I don't know. It's like an open book, an open form therapy. Sometimes it's ghosts. Sometimes it's music. Sometimes it's art, as in like illustration, painting, things like that. To me, everything is art. But you know, it's a discussion for another time, or maybe it already has been had. But we'll see. Do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, share it, Instagrams and all that. Oh, by the way, Instagram, I'll have it all in the description and everything, but _ Tony Ojeda, TonyOjeda. You'll find a page with a bunch of drawings, doodles, and stuff on it. It'll more than likely be me. All right, you can find me there. If if you got any spooky experiences, and it doesn't have to be ghosts either. Just something odd. Share it down below. Share it with me. That being said, remember, like, share, all that. Join me on the next one. And yeah, this has been Anthony. This has been Mitigating Madness. This is gonna grow. This is gonna turn into something else eventually. So join me. Join us.